don't find a man like me no more. I'm sick of wondering where you are.
Most underrated producers of all time. At a time in hip-hop where the East and West Coast had already made historic runs, more and more artists would come out of different areas as hip-hop continued to spread like wildfire in the early 90s. The South would make their mark with groups like the Ghetto Boys, 2 Live Crew, UGK, Outkast, 8 Ball and MJG, 3-6 Mafia, and several others. It was only right that the Midwest would begin to get their shine with acts like Twister, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, and others putting on for Chicago. But obviously one of the most successful acts to come out of the Midwest would do so straight out of Cleveland, Ohio, courtesy of Eazy E, R.I.P., and Ruthless Records. Although Ruthless was based out of California with artists like Gangsta Drayster, BG Knockout, Eazy had a great ear for new talent and would eventually come in contact with the legendary Bone Thugs-N-Harmony. This contact would eventually lead to a meeting and an in-person audition with Eazy E, where they would spit in that fast-paced, harmonic style, and the rest is history.
Eazy E, the OG, the hip-hop thug from the CPT. How the rap went? How that shit went? Tell me what you rapped on the phone for me.
What crazy bomb, this book and the once again. The suckers, they pick up their pen and they try to contend, but say all that they win. It's dead Mac 10, it's blasting. Pick up my gun and you're running up from the assassin. I'm popping the clip in the ass skin. Who in the hell was that mask man? The nigga that's pulling the trigger and just cause I'm slimmer, they figure they bigger. But when you consider this killer, this pen in your cap. Done with them thugs, just rolling the pack. The strap so packed, you got. If I see you like I'm see with the mind. Still when you're up and neck up and you're done.
This would lead to them releasing several classic albums and chart-topping singles. But who was the architect behind that sound? Those slow-paced, yet dark, sinister-sounding backdrops, heavy bass lines, haunting, bone-chilling melodies that fit Bone Thugs' delivery and cadence so well. It had the tempo and smoothness of R&B, yet the hardness and undertone of the hardest rap you ever heard. Who was responsible for this sound? Well, one would have to look no further than the legendary DJ Uneek. Initially, I thought DJ Uneek was from Cleveland because his style fit so well with the fast-paced rap style of many artists from the Midwest. It turns out that Uneek is actually from Los Angeles, California, which makes perfect sense if you think about it.
Just watching Dre, to be honest with you, we come from the same school. Dre, when he was in the Wrecking Crew, we was coming through the same, same channels and everything like that. So I really watched Dre, man, coming from the scratch, him and DJ Yella, and watching him and Egyptian Lover, that was like the heroes for us. Egyptian Lover, Bobcat, and Dr.
Bobcat,
Yella.
wow.
Bobcat is my hero, man.
Uneek had produced for several independent rap groups before sending his demo to Eazy E and Ruthless Records in 1993. According to Uneek, he actually went up to Eazy's office and dropped the tape off, with Eazy eventually calling him back. This would lead to him becoming an in-house producer for Ruthless, getting a chance to work up close and personal with Ruthless artists, most notably Bone Thugs-N-Harmony. You could tell immediately that Uneek and Bone's style was a match made in heaven. Uneek would produce Bone Thugs' debut album, Creeping on the Come Up, which features the hit singles, Thuggish Ruggish Bone, and For the Love of Money, 2 of my personal favorites. He also produced the original version of Crossroads, which has a different beat and hook than the version that we all know. The remix, which will be featured on Bone Thugs' classic, E99 Eternal, back in 1995, is the version that would catapult them to superstar status, earning them a Grammy for Best Rap Performance.
Hey, you can put your money on this one right here, this single right here.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
We give it a month and a half. It's going platinum.
A month and a half, and this single platinum.
That album would also feature hit records like First of the Month, East 1999, Buddha Lovers, and Mr. Bill Collector, which actually featured the Eazy E verse before being taken off for the final version without U-Neek knowing.
Yeah, he did a verse on there, but at the time, you know, the fellas was at odds with him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they went in there, man, and erased his vocals, and it was a new engineer, because if it was our engineer, Aaron Connor, he wouldn't let that go down. You know, he would have did something to store them vocals somewhere, or, you know, something. But it was like a little short female that was engineering substitute that day, and she listened to what they said. She didn't know. You know, they came in and said, "Oh, yeah, take that off." And then I come in late that day, because if I would have been there on time, that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? And if Aaron Connor was the engineer, it wouldn't have happened. But it was a new engineer, a substitute engineer in there. And, they got there before me, man. And, whew, and then, like, erased them vocals, man. That was terrible.
The success of E99 Eternal would lead to U-Neek producing the lion's share of Bone's catalog to come, including Art of War with songs like Days of Our Lives and Thug Love, which features the late great Tupac, R.I.P. Other than producing for Bone as a group, he's also contributed to a number of their solo albums, and also was instrumental in helping Flesh and Bone get his first solo deal with Def Jam, being a talent scout for the Western region from 95 to 97. He also connected Bone Thugs with Interscope later on, where they would drop the platinum-selling Strength and Loyalty. Outside of Bone, U-Neek would also work closely with Yo-Yo, Mac 10 on songs that also features Ice Cube, Big Mike, Dub C, J.O. Felony, MC8, and more, as well as Angela Martinez, Angie Stone, and even Troy Ave. U-Neek is also an artist himself, producing a few solo projects through his own label. He's also been a part of several soundtracks like The Great White Hype, Set It Off, Batman and Robin, The Show, and also Panther. Talk about a lengthy, successful career. Nowadays, U-Neek is still very much involved in music production, not to mention the musical genes run in the family. U-Neek's sons have their own group called Avenue 10, which U-Neek describes as a mix of what's happening today with his traditional Bone sound, classic, modern, smooth hip-hop. For producing for arguably the greatest group in hip-hop history, several multi-platinum records and Grammy nominations, a lot of the newer audience may be unfamiliar with his name. Regardless, U-Neek is one of the greats, making his mark on the game, bringing a style that only solidifies how he got his name, U-Neek. For all of his many contributions to hip-hop and rap music, this is why DJ U-Neek is one of the most underrated producers of all time. Stay solid.
Do you think that bass line could be like a little more rumble? Yeah, like what a beat playing.
Appreciate y'all rocking with us and watching this content. If you like this, make sure you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way, anytime we drop, you can see it pop up on your phone. Appreciate y'all.